That's all admitted, but it's good for you, and sodium fluoride's good for you, and mercury in the shots is good for your children, CBS News says nationally. And, you know, don't listen to the kooks. It's good to have a salmon that grows twice as fast and is twice the size. And so what if major universities did studies and found that within 40 generations or 40 years, this one GMO salmon will extinct regular salmon? You know, it's no big deal to have a part insect fish you eat. Come on. Come on, Shannon. The government cares about you. And it's even better. The government's saying they're not going to let it be labeled so you can make a choice, because they found that when the milk was labeled that it was genetically modified growth hormone, that you wouldn't drink it. So that's not on shelves anymore that you can find it, except for poor grocery stores where folks don't know any better. So we're just not going to let you know. Not only is it good for you, Shannon, but you're a child. We're not going to let you know. Doesn't that sound like freedom, Shannon?
Oh, yes. It's big-time freedom. And you know, Alex, I try to talk to people and tell them, and they say, oh, you're so stupid. And then they start talking to me like I'm a child.
Oh, well, because that's an attribute. They teach Americans you don't have any Bill of Rights or Constitution, you don't have any pension, you don't have any private property, but you get to laugh at people that care and are informed. It's kind of like the Mike Judge movie Idiocracy, where he is in suspended animation in the Army for 200 years. He wakes up, and if you can talk, they make fun of you. And he goes into court and starts, you know, declaring his rights, and they're making fun of him because he can talk. And that's pretty soon like, we got one here that can read. And, I mean, I've had cops say to me, what, you quoting that Constitution, Mr. Fancy Pants on me? I'm going to drink me some fluoride. I'm going to shoot my kids up with some mercury. I like it. And they have no idea. They think it's cute to be idiots, don't they?
Yes, sir, they do. And the harder I try, the more I try to talk to these people. I turn my back on them, Alex, and what I do, I go find somebody else that will listen, or if you don't listen to me, go research it, you know, yourself. But
let me explain this to you, Shannon, because I know you're a smart guy, and I want you to be able to telegraph this to them. Deep down, you know, the subconscious mind is conservatively over 100 times more powerful. Some studies show it may be thousands of times more powerful. Even the dumbest down, dumbest fluoride head, mercury drinker, knows that things are wrong. But at a subconscious level, George Orwell called it crime stop. It's a crime to not worship tyranny in Big Brother land, in Airstrip 1. And so they get scared by what you're saying, and they have such little respect for themselves, and they're so intellectually lazy that they don't want to hear about something that gets in the way of, you know, whatever petty thing they're thinking about, whether it's cheating on their wife or partying or running the clock at work or hating their boss, whatever it is, or how they want to get tickets to some ball game, or how they want a new chrome grill on their F-150 pickup. But you are planting seeds in them. You are planting seeds, and because they don't respect themselves, because they see you as a peer, they don't respect you. So plant the seeds. The best thing is giving them a film, you know, a terror storm, an Endgame, an Obama deception, and say, tell me what you think of this video. You know, this is a video that's censored and suppressed, which is true, but then this is something, you know, they don't want you to see. And then if they think they're doing something naughty, they may go watch it, but don't feel bad. Keep it up. Go ahead.
And, Alex, one more thing I would like to say to all the listeners and everybody out there. Bush has said one thing that has come true. Obama has said nothing. Everything he says has been a lie. And I go with nothing that the globalists say or they're going for. But Bush said one thing, and I keep this in my head. And I want every listener, too, to listen to what I'm fixing to say. You're either with us or you're against us. And let me tell you something. I'm against them all the way.
Well, that puts... Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, Shannon. Well, that puts your soul, your intellect, your integrity on the side of right. I mean, nobody can deny we're going from liberty to tyranny and that it stinks to high heaven. We're going to be right back after this quick break. They've got a bunch of GMO salmon they're trying to approve. Some have insect genes and others. This particular one has eel genetics bred into it.
Great news for pure water lovers. The Big Berkey water filter is available once again. And stay tuned to hear about a valuable offer from Berkey Water Filters. Choosing the right water purification system can be a daunting task. That's why BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com shows you a cost and benefit comparison. The Berkey water filter is economical, with a single set of filters that can last for 5 to 10 years. Berkey water filters are healthy and far superior to other filtration systems. They remove harmful pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy chemicals like chlorine. And Berkey water filter systems are powerful enough to purify both treated and untreated water, like stagnant ponds. Get the gold standard in water filters at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. For a limited time, choose a free shower filter, fluoride filters, or 2 Sport Berkey bottles with every system purchase. And GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Details at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY.
Let me tell you a little bit about one of our great sponsors, HomeGain.com. This is the place to get you started buying or selling a home, finding a realtor, and getting any real estate questions answered. Go to HomeGain.com and see what I'm talking about. All you need to do is type in your home address, and you will get an instant free estimate of your home's value online. This is a great way to be able to monitor the value of your home. And again, it's absolutely free. There are tons of tools to help you. For instance, if you want to remodel your home, go to HomeGain.com. Use their Home Sale Maximizer to help you determine which home improvements can most increase your home's value before you put it on the market. For 10 years, these folks have been helping home sellers and buyers. Visit their link at Infowars.com. Look for Max, the orange Home Gain Gorilla, to help you with any real estate needs you might have. You'll love this site. It's HomeGain.com. HomeGain.com. Check them out today.
Good day, Peter Cronschnabel from Midas Resources, September 27th, 2010. Gold opened this morning at $1,340. A 1-ounce gold coin can be purchased for $1334.57, $667.28 for a half ounce, and $333.64 for a quarter ounce. $1334.57, $667.28, and $333.64.
Again, the Congressional Budget Office sounds the alarm, warning of Greek-style U.S. debt crises. CBO is drawing a parallel between U.S. economy and the Greek economic meltdown. Debt to GDP climbing to unfamiliar territory and deficits rising to unsupportable levels. Hi, Ted Anderson. The Federal Debt and Risk of Financial Crises document the CBO has published is a must-read for every American. Covering the risks of deficit spending, aging population, and rising interest rates spells economic disaster. Call today at 800-686-2237. I'll send it free. Again, call 800-686-2237. Ask for the CBO document. Call 800-686-2237.
You've seen our SinoFresh banner on the GCN website, yet your sinusitis is still a problem. Are you waiting for your sinusitis to go away by itself? Are you waiting for a SinoFresh discount? Okay, here it comes. But first, the facts. 67 other products merely treat symptoms and not the cause of sinus problems. And 37 million Americans suffer from sinus distress just like you. But now many are finding relief with the only patent-protected homeopathic nasal product that antiseptically eliminates the known causes of sinusitis. SinoFresh. Now, here's your limited-time discount offer to use SinoFresh. Call 888-906-3636 right now for $2 off per bottle when you mention GCN. That's it. Just call 888-906-3636 and mention GCN for a $2 discount. But hurry, this offer is only for the first 1,000 customers. Call 888-906-3636. 888-906-3636. Call right now for $2 off per bottle. Mention GCN. Buy SinoFresh.com. It works.
We're going to be live in the 4th hour today. I'm going to get into this more. But I was going from memory that these salmon have insect genes. This particular one, they got a whole bunch they're trying to approve right now. So Matt Ryan went to the university websites. It's bass with insect genes, carp with antifreeze designed into them, monkeys that glow in the dark on sale for more than a decade in Hong Kong and other places, glowing rhesus monkeys. It's a bunch of different salmon with multiple fish, multiple insects, And they test these before they're approved in big giant nets out on the edge of the ocean. And they get out all the time. And so, but even before they approve them, they're doing everything they can to infect the environment. Just like when Monsanto has its Roundup Ready soybean seeds get into somebody's field, or their corn seeds get in, they come in and spray your field with Roundup, and if any of the plants don't die, they know that some of their seeds got in. And in court cases, they'll find out of 100%, less than 3% of their genetics, meaning you didn't plant their seeds got in and then bred with different generations of your plants, so it has a little bit of their genetics in it. And then the courts rule, yes, you're liable because they infected you. Oh, the globalists want to take all our rights to save the earth from carbon dioxide that plants respirate from. And then they let off oxygen that we breathe. The life cycle. Oh, it's so deadly, but let's have the Hadron Collider trying to break down antimatter. Let's have nuclear weapons everywhere, high-tech weapons, antimatter weapons they admit they're developing, the Air Force does. Let's have GMO salmon, GMO crops. Everything's wonderful. Let's just totally change the genetic makeup of the planet, not having any idea what's going to happen. All the major evidence shows it goes from bad to worse. Honeybees already dying from it, just one form of BT corn. Other insects smell it and won't eat it. The honeybees pick up the pollen, kills them deader than a hammer. They now know in the major bee die-off zones in Europe and the U.S. and Canada, it's where one particular variant of corn is grown that grows a pesticide in it where bugs won't eat it or they die. And then we're supposed to eat it, and then we're surprised when major university studies say massive organ failure in rats when they eat this. But none of that's a problem because the news says that melamine is good for babies. It's not bad. They say mercury's good for your baby. If you're a new listener and you just tuned in, I'm not joking. I can play you CNBC saying lead's good for children. I can play you CBS saying mercury's good for children. I can play it all. Oh, don't believe me? Just search the term, news says mercury good for you. News says lead in toys good. You can't make this up. I mean, do you think I'm just making it up? They came out 3 months ago and said, yeah, the CIA makes fake bin Laden videos, big deal. And they put it on TV. And yeah, the government grows the opium. It's no big deal. Blow that up for me because they've got it on screen right now, but I can't read it from 10 feet away. Or just print it. Later I'll go over because I thought I'd actually list it. It's by my desk to my left. Here it is, genetically engineered fish under development. Let's just go over a few of those. And you can read everything they're doing. They're crossing rainbow trout with 2 types of salmon, Atlantic salmon with other salmon and eels and insects, bass with insects. We got to find out what type of insect. It just says insect. I remember one of these succulent fish has delicious German roach added. Oh, there's nothing like German roach. And, of course, it's hard to then find out exactly what this stuff does. You know, they claim for every one genetic trait they get, say a bigger fish that grows faster, that it could cause thousands of random spinoffs, and then as those fish breed with each other, the genetics just keep mutating and changing. But hey, if it's killing the honeybees, it must be good, huh? Here's a fish they're crossing with strawberries and potatoes. Here's a salmon they're crossing with a rabbit. Oysters that they're crossing with salmon. Boy. Oh, and they're also adding a growth hormone genetic code. Sounds nice. Wow. And it's not just the U.S. doing this. China, Korea, India, Canada, New Zealand, did I say Cuba, UK. Fish to other life forms. Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. They're putting salmon genes in the rabbits you eat. I'm sorry. It wasn't rabbit and salmon. It was salmon and rabbit. I've got to... By the way, guys, people won't believe me. Search the term It was Taiwan or Hong Kong, or maybe South Korea. The point is, I saw it 10 years ago, BBC. Glowing monkeys for sale. Glowing monkeys with jellyfish. Crossing monkeys with jellyfish. That's the search.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex